Hey there everybody, how you doing? I'm Gary and this is Physical Format Rock and Roll. Thank you so much for tuning in. I always appreciate that. This video is a little bit of a mixed bag because I'm talking about a couple different things. First thing I would like to do is thank my friend Josh from the flip side, the vinyl community with JC. Most of you are familiar with him. But anyway, Josh and I both have a love for the old Universal horror films from the 30s and 40s. And we also both like the Hammer horror films from the late 50s throughout the mid 70s. So I got something in the mail today that he sent me. And this is not a record, but I thought I would share it with you. And this is called The Art of Hammer. This is another coffee table book that I got, and this is basically full, let me show you the back here, basically full of a lot of the movie posters throughout Hammer's time while they were making films, and kind of gives you, that's not the best page to show you. It's got a lot of cool stuff in here, but what I like about it, and I've already started looking through it, is it shows like a lot of, it'll have like the ones that were used in America, ones that were used in different countries around the world, and it's very interesting to see how they had it. Of course, Hammer is known for not only having these great horror films, but they had a little bit of cheesecake in there. Of course, they're the ones that put out 1 million years BC that got Raquel Welch her start, kind of made her famous. But this is a very nice book, and thank you, JC, so much for sending it to me. It's great to have friends that you have other things in common with also, and this is one of them. So he sent me this. It's great. Thank you very much. Now, I just want to give a couple quick shout outs to a couple of channels that are younger channels. One of them, and I know already seems to be getting a lot of subscribers pretty quick, is Retro Metal Blaze. She has a pretty cool channel where she likes a lot of 80s rock, which is really cool, even though she's very young, and really big Kiss fan, so that's really cool. Check that channel out. And the other is my buddy Mike Hunter. He has a channel called Mike Hunter. Mike's got the spins. He just started. He only has a couple videos up, but I feel like he started really good right away. He's been commenting a lot on my channel and some other people's channels for quite a while. He really knows what he's talking about, and I can tell his channel is going to be really good. So check that out. I'll leave the links to both those channels. Now, the other thing I want to talk about here is second chances on albums. A lot of times we listen to an album once or twice, and we kind of give up on it. And maybe if you're lucky enough, you'll come back to it. So that's what this is. And the first one I want to show is, this is Steven Wilson. To the Bone is what the album is called. And there's the back. It is a double album. Now, I know the name Steven Wilson because of the remixes that he has been doing on different progressive rock albums that I own, that I've gotten, and they always sound fantastic. So the more I started listening to those, I thought, I'm going to go back and listen to this. And this was given to me by Steve from All the World's a Stage. So thank you very much, Steve. He had sent me this album quite a while back. And I'll be honest with you, I listened to it a bit, and it just wasn't registering with me. And I went back and listened to it again a few times, and I gotta say, I like it. It's very different. It is a progressive rock, but not in the style of, like, say, Yes or something like that. It is very moody. It definitely has a mood to it. It's kind of, I don't know, it's got different colors in it. I don't know how to describe this album really, but it's very cool. And I don't know anything else by Steven Wilson. He has some other solo work, and he was in the Porcupine Trees, I believe. So I can't even comment on it. This is just like a blind album to me, and I know there's people out there that know much more about this, including Steve from All the World's a Stage. And if you haven't checked out his channel, please check that out. But anyway, I went back and gave this a chance, and I know a lot of people would like this. It's very, it's got a very cool feel to it. I really don't know how to describe it. You just have to listen to some of it, but I know I've got some friends who would really dig it. And the next is an artist that most of you know, and that is Jackson Browne. And this is the album The Pretender. Jackson Browne, I had this album a long time ago actually, and never really cared for it. I never really thought much about it. Jackson Browne was really just somebody that was in the background to me. I never really thought much about him. I went back, listened to this. I think I was mostly inspired by Rich Strickler. He really likes Jackson Browne, and he did an episode or two with John from JT's Record Room. Those guys did a fantastic job, and it's on Rich's channel. And if you haven't checked out Rich Strickler, for God's sakes, you got to go check him out. He's got a fantastic channel, one of the best guys in the VC. So anyway, go check that out. But I went back and listened to this, and I don't know. I'm like, it's funny how I really didn't care about this before, but I'm really starting to listen to Jackson Browne some more, and this album has a lot of terrific songs on it. I like his voice. I like the singer-songwriter kind of style. It's got messages to the song, and just the way he sings them. I really like it. I'm really digging it. So these are two albums that I went back and listened to, and I know you guys have albums like that you probably gave up on at first, and at some point maybe you went back and listened to it, and now you like it. So I'm kind of curious. You can see I got the bugs flying around here. What albums you guys have like that you gave a second chance to. So let me hear what those are. In the meantime, I'm Gary. This is Physical Format Rock and Roll. And until the next time, my friends, I will see you down the road.